Hello, Digi-17, and welcome to the King's Court. Okay, this video meant to actually come out last week. I actually meant for this video to come out on Friday, but stuff came up and, yada yada yada. But either way, we're here now. So, I wanted to talk about how the new set BT17, which is a very, very crazy, just amazing set, is going to be affecting certain Greymon decks, because that's what I focus on here on the channel. I focus on Greymon themed decks. I'm building a new Omnimon deck, War Greymon Tribal, Shine. I already did a video on Shine Greymon and War Greymon Tribal as well. So I wanted to talk about how BT17 is going to affect the Red Hybrid deck, because this deck gets the biggest overhaul out of all of them. There is a big difference with all the different components, everything in this deck. So, before we get to this discussion, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let me know in the comments, what do you think of the new cards for Red Hybrid, aka the new Flamemon through the entire line, and let me think of the new Tamer as well. So, that's pretty much it. So let's get to this discussion. So, these new Flamemon to Agunimon and Burning Greymon, or as I like to call them, the PB&J deck, because this deck has pretty much taken on a new life as a red-purple hybrid deck, which is very interesting to its playstyle, because a lot of these new cards involve discarding and trashing cards in the deck. So, that's actually a big, stark difference between the cards. Now, originally in the deck, what we would do, we would basically climb all the way into, oh shoot, I forgot about that, into Burning Greymon. I mean, Emperor Greymon. And we still use Emperor Greymon, but in this new build for the deck, there is now the new extremely powerful Ancient Greymon. I'll put a picture of Ancient Greymon right here. And basically, this card becomes now the new main focus, because now this deck has access to Digicross, which is something the deck never had before. So Ancient Greymon is pretty much now, well, not even now, it's more like gone back, because originally the Red Hybrid deck would actually focus on the old school Ancient Greymon, but that deck was basically just a Unga Bunga hit hard deck. But, eventually, though, then Jessamon and then Red War Greymon started doing it better, so that's why that build is just super outdated, and that's when the deck became more focused on going into Emperor Greymon around BT12. But this new build is basically a hybrid of the two. It can still play Emperor Greymon, but now we have the new Ancient Greymon, as well as all these new components of the deck that completely replace the older ones. Like, we're all familiar with the older cards the deck would play, like the BT7 Flamemon. Let's see. The older Agunimons and Burning Greymons. I think I have them right here. Yeah. I got like multiple stacks of cards around my desk, so I'm like, every time I do... Oh, here it is. The older Burning Greymon and Flamemon and Agunimon. We're all used to these cards, but now they've been completely replaced with these new ones, because with the new strategy of the deck, it gives a lot more access to different ways to play, especially a way to turbo out Ancient Greymon. For the record, I was at pre-release last night at my locals, and a bunch of my friends, they watch the channel, so they know they are, helped me out because they know that I play Greymon decks, and so they just basically threw me all their spare stuff. So thank you so much. I know you guys are watching it. Really appreciate it. Man, I pretty much got almost the entire, like, really quick off topic for a sec. Like, not even kidding, I pretty much got almost the entire Omnimon deck completely done. I'm just missing the new Greymons and a couple more Omnimons, and then believe I'm going to be doing a deck profile here and some gameplay. So the same thing goes for this, but unfortunately, it seems that Ancient Greymon might... God, I hope it's not, but I hope it is not short printed, but man, only like 1 or 2 people last night pulled it, so God, let's just hope it's not that hard to pull, but Ancient Greymon is an immediate 4 of. The rest of these, a Flamemon is definitely also a 4 of. A Goonimon, in between, because not only do we focus on this Agunimon, but because of Ancient Greymon, we now go back to playing the older promo Agunimon. So, basically now we have more than one, so we can basically play with the ratios for Agunimons. I'm liking the 3-3 split. And the Burning Greymon, easy 4 of. Not just because of the fact that it'll boost up Ancient Greymon and Burning Greymon. Now, I keep saying that. Emperor Greymon by 2k, but also it has the raid effect. So, the fact that you can use this thing to raid over medium-sized Digimon is just really important. So the reason why we go back to playing the promo Goonimon is because of its effects. I'll bring it up here in case anyone's unsure. Let's see. Wait for this to focus. As soon as it focuses, you can go ahead and just pause it there. Yeah, go ahead and pause it there. But basically, this card lets us turbo into Ancient Greymon, which is very important. So the fact that we have access to these new cards and this basically lets us turbo into Ancient and Emperor as fast as possible, which is very, very powerful. We also have this new, one of these new Tamer cards, Oddsheet card. Why did I say Tamer? That basically is just screenshots from the movies. You know, because that's just set is based off the anime movies. Go ahead and pause right there. So, you may return one Digimon card with hybrid or 10 warriors traits from your trash to the hand. Now remember, all these cards have hybrid, but an Ancient Greymon has 10 warriors, so you're good there. Then you may play one Digimon card with 10 warriors or one Tamer card with inherited effect from your hand, play cost reduced by 4. So again, more turboing out your Emperor or your Ancient Greymon. Play one Tamer card with inherent effect from your hand trash without paying the cost, and then add this card to your hand. Again, so just amazing effects. That also brings up the question of Tamers. Now, we're all familiar with the Tamers that we already play in the deck. We have the Takuya that lets us warp basically into Emperor, and our Memory Center that gives our Digimon an extra 2,000. So, this brings in the question of, what about the new Takuya? Well, I think I actually did get one. Hold up. I think I put it here somewhere. Like I said, I got like stacks of cards everywhere whenever I work on videos, in case I need to bring it up an example. Ah, here it is. I actually do have one. Security. You play this card from without paying the play cost. Start of your main. If your opponent has a Digimon, you gain 1 memory. Inherent effect. This Digimon gets 2,000 DP, while this Digimon has 10,000 DP or more. Gain piercing. Not bad. You know, it's decent. But although I kind of like the other two a little more. So I guess some experimenting with the Tamers is probably going to be necessary. Although, because the 4-drop is still our only memory setter, I think that definitely, though, is still a 4 of. The other two, that's tough. Because now that we have Ancient Greymon, we don't really need to focus on Warp Digivolving as fast as possible anymore. So, maybe like a 3-3 split of the two, or shoot, maybe just like 3 of the older Takuya, and maybe like 1 or 2 if you really want to get piercing. But this also means we don't need to play the older Flamemon anymore, so that's really good, actually. So, especially since like Tyrant Kabuterimon is still a thing, so there are still a lot of Digimon decks that like to focus on being suspended during our turns. So, piercing Takuya might not be a bad idea. You know, food for thought. So, that also brings in the other thing I wanted to discuss really quick. The Digitamas. Now, let's move these out of the way really quick. Now, we see these cards, like I said, I call them the PB&J cards, because, you know, purple and red. This brings in the question of, what is the best Digitama to play? Because, normally, most red decks right now, we all know, normally play the Koromon from BT14. And if you saw my the last deck profile I did for Red Hybrid, I was obviously rocking this card and an extra Yokomon just for good measure. So the reason I'm talking about Digitamos is because now with this new way of playing the deck, how it likes to discard and trash cards from the top of the deck, basically the deck now is a mixture of red and purple. Just like how Shine Greymon has qualities of the red and yellow playstyle, same thing here. So this brings in, and thanks to also the traits of the Digimon, gives us access to another card. Now this may seem a little strange at first, but roll me on this. The Yaman from the Beelzemon structure deck. Now first off, if you haven't seen this card before, let's put this up here. Again, go ahead and pause so you can read it. But basically, when attacking, once per turn, if this Digimon has the Wizard or Demon Lord trait, trash the top 2 cards of your deck. Now, this is really important to remember because we have a couple of cards in the deck that fit the bill. There it is. Both Agunimon and Flamemon are both wizards. So, we could and also, look right here, Flamemon can Digivolve from purple Digitamos. So, we can actually use this to our advantage. We can actually use the Yaman as the Digitama for the deck in order to set up Flamemon. And then we can go into Agunimon. So, this is very important to remember. So, not only that, the new Agunimon gives extra 2k, so getting up to high power is not a problem at all in this deck. So, that's an example right there. Trash stats, yeah. So the fact that this deck can let us trash cards from the top of the deck lets us basically turbo our cards even faster to search what we're looking for. So that's just an idea right there. And also, don't forget, in EX7? 7. I believe so. Another card is going to be coming out that we can take advantage of. The new Impmon. Now, this Impmon is important because it's not the Impmon from Digimon Tamers that we're all aware of. This is the Impmon from the Digimon's what is it? Comic? No. Web series that's going on right now. This is the one with the new Digi-Evolution line, Heavy Metal Dramon. Now, this is important because its effect, I'll put a picture, I'll try my best to find like an English translation. If I can't, sorry, but I should be able to find one. This one basically works for Digimon with the Wizard and Dark Dragon traits. Now, like I already pointed out, Flamemon, but especially Agunimon, is purple and a wizard. But, do you know what else also fits the bill? Burning Greymon is a dark dragon. Yep, they're right there. So, this deck just melds together in a homogeneous way with playing the new stuff from EX7 and here and mixing red and purple together. So this honestly is a very exciting strategy that I'm really looking forward to trying out. I think also other cards you could play are Analog Youth and that one purple shit. It's getting reprinted. It's getting reprinted in a. I don't remember what the set's called. That special thing that they're doing at the end of the year. That option card that Beelzemon and 7 Demon Lords play. I forgot what it's called. I'll put a picture of it right here. But we can even play that card in the deck now as well. So, basically, this deck got a huge overhaul because it's a lot different from the way we used to play it. And I'm really excited because I really love this new playstyle. And I really like how, for a long time, the deck was always just that like Dragon Ball or Bridge. We just got to hit really really hard. But now the deck can also discard mill in order to search for our stuff even faster. So I'm really excited for that because I really like how this deck, like I said, has qualities of red and purple, just like Shine Greymon has qualities of both red and yellow. So I'm really excited for the new builds of these decks. I'm definitely going to be playing them a lot more and have them here on the channel a lot more. So if you want to see any future deck profiles, let me know. I'm almost finished with completely updating these decks. Shine Greymon is actually pretty much done. Yeah, it's pretty much done, but I want to playtest over the weekend first. So if you want to see a deck profile for that, I should have that up next week after I get some playtesting done. Because I want to make sure the deck is, the new stuff I'm putting in there works together first. But the red hybrid might take a little bit longer because, dude, I'm not even joking. It's actually kind of hard to find Ancient Greymon. But again, that was only a pre-release, so we'll see what happens when the set officially drops. And that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. Thank you so much for watching this video, and talking about these new decks is a lot of fun. So if you want to see any future deck profiles or any more discussions, because there's more stuff I do want to talk about down the line, let me know, and I'll see you next time. Have a good week. Take care. Bye.